Welcome you all to the second day of our International Conference on Research Innovations and Challenges, ICRIC 2025, created and powered by Center for Research and Training, National Foundation for Entrepreneurship Development, Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu. I would now like to welcome and introduce our distinguished conference associate convener, Professor Dr. K. Vijaya. Professor Vijaya has over 28 years of academic experience. She has served in various capacities as head of the Department of Historical Studies and controller of examinations at Kaidemil Government College for Women in Chennai. She has completed ICHR minor research project and UGC major research project. She has also authored book on gender relations and government policies and has written 16 book chapters on different perspectives of women and social history. As a person with historical insights, she has published 40 research articles in reputed national and international journals and 63 papers in the national and international conferences. She has organized numerous conferences, seminars, workshops, webinars, and has delivered over 50 lectures as resource person, chairperson, session chair, and keynote sessions. She has also served as subject expert, inspection committee member, interview board advisor in various forums like Teachers Recruitment Board, Staff Selection Commission, Faculty Selection Commission, etc. In her acclaimed academic career, she has received many prestigious awards, including the Best Citizen of India Gold Medal Award, Best Researcher Award, Women Educator of the Year Award, Lifetime Achievement Award for her contributions in the field of gender studies and women empowerment from National Foundation for Entrepreneurship Development, as well as the Pride of India Award in 2022 from SIART in West Bengal. At present, she is the principal of Government Arts and Science College, Alangudi in Pudukkottai district of Tamil Nadu. I now invite our conference co-convener, Professor Vijaya, to deliver the welcome note.
Very good morning to everyone present here. It's my pleasant duty to welcome the August gathering for this International Conference on Research Innovations and Challenges conducted under the auspicious direction of National Foundation for Entrepreneurship Development. First of all, I would like to place on my record my sincere thanks to Professor Ganesan, the chairperson of NFED and the chair of this conference, who is always known for his dedication and hard work. And he is one of the inspiring personality whom I met in my 29 years of academic career, who always on wheels on research. Honestly speaking, I must admire his tireless work and continuous effort in making this research activities as a successful one, whether it is online or offline. Thank you very much, sir, for your opportunity.
Thank you.
And the success of this NFED cannot be measured with the tireless effort by the magnetic lady, Mrs. Ramya Kandavel, the conference director and executive chairperson, who is known for her complete dedication. Dedication is not the word I can mention. Without her tireless efforts, the organization and the activities of this NFED would not be completed. So thank you very much, ma'am. You are one of the iron lady I can quote, who is the pillar of support for all the activities of NFED, and we are getting inspired by your activities, and your magnetic voice is one of the most impressive one wherever I go. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you.
And it's my pleasant duty to welcome the keynote speakers of today's session. Before that, I would like to mention a quote. What is research? Historian E.H. Carr used to say, history is an unending dialogue between the past and the present. But NFED is making a small change in the dialogue. It says, research is an unending dialogue between the past and present. That's why they are being conducting so many research innovation programs continuously for the benefit of the research scholars as well as for the people, those who have got inspiring mind for research. Neil Armstrong, our astronaut, who used to say, research is creating a new knowledge. NFED is such a great forum which is always creating a new knowledge in whatever may be the activities conducted with different innovative ideas and programs. With these few words, let me welcome the keynote speakers of today, Dr. Nazrul Islam, professor from Dhaka, Bangladesh, Dr. Babysam Samuel, Director, New York Council, USA, Dr. Preeti Srinivas Sajja, Professor and Director, Sardar Patel University, Gujarat, Dr. Kavanna, Professor and Head, Department of Physiology, Haveri Institute of Medical Science, Karnataka, Dr. Subrata Chattopadhyaya, Professor, Institute of Engineering and Management, West Bengal, Mr. G. Raja, Founder and Managing Director, InHotel Pharmaceuticals, Chennai. With these few words, I welcome the August gathering for this wonderful international conference. And once again, I thank NFED for having given me this wonderful opportunity to act as a co-convener of this conference. Thank you very much. I welcome one and all for this conference. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for a warm welcome note. Thank you. I now express my warm welcome to our honorable keynote speaker, Dr. Nazrul Islam. Dr. Islam is a professor of management and international business. He has served in various capacities, including Pro Vice Chancellor at Northern University, Bangladesh, Dean of Business Schools at East West University, Eastern University, and Canadian University of Bangladesh. Professor Islam has published 74 research articles in international refereed journals that were abstracted and indexed by Scopus, ABDC, EBSCO, Host, ProQuest, ESJI, Crossref, and DOI. He has also published over 35 research papers in refereed journals and has attended numerous international conferences held in various countries such as India, Nepal, Hong Kong, Maldives, Malaysia, Singapore, USA, Australia, etc. As a panel reviewer of South Asian quality assurance systems, he has reviewed ICFI Business School and NL Dalmia Institute of Management Studies and Research of India and Institute of Business Administration at University of Dhaka as a peer review member for its accreditation. He is also serving as editorial board member for a number of national and international refereed journals like International Journal of Management and Business, British Journal of Economics, Management and Trade, etc. He has also served as convener of organizing committees of international conferences organized by the Department of Finance, University of Dhaka, Northern University of Bangladesh, and Southeast University in collaboration with AMDISA, Global Business and Management Forum, and Techno India. He has authored and co-authored books such as Entrepreneurship Development and Operational Approach, Modern Insurance, and Global Technological Change Impact on Textile and Garment Workers. He has also examined more than 15 PhD dissertations of different public and private universities in Malaysia, India, Nepal, and Bangladesh as an external educator. Professor Islam has been honored with Bangladesh Education Leadership Award 2017 and Education Leadership Award in 2018 in the category of Best Professor in Business Administration by CMO Asia. At present, he serves as professor at School of Business and Entrepreneurship, Independent University at Dhaka, Bangladesh.
Okay, just 1 second. You please take a screenshot now because somebody has to leave. Dr. Vijay has to leave. Just take a screenshot. Sorry, Professor Islam. Just for 1 or 2 minutes.
Okay, please just give me a few minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I request all the speakers, organizing members to kindly switch on your video so that I can take a screenshot. Yeah. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Professor Islam, for giving the chance to us.
Thank you too. Shall I go?
Yes, I now invite our honorable speaker, Professor Islam, to deliver the keynote address.
Yeah, thank you very much this morning for inviting me to this August gathering. Respected conference here, International Conference on Research, Innovations and Challenges, ICRIC 2025, and Chief Patron and Founder Chairman of Center for Research and Training, and National Foundation for Entrepreneurship Development, India, Professor Dr. R. Ganesan, Honorable Convener of the conference, and Professor and Principal of Government Arts and Science College, India, Professor Dr. K. Vijaya, distinguished keynote speakers, session chairs, research scholars, guests, and participants. A very good morning to you all. In this August gathering of the scholars, I am going to talk about the role of entrepreneurship development in driving sustainable economic growth of third world countries. This lecture will explore the key ways in which entrepreneurship development can propel sustainable economic growth in the third world countries, highlighting the challenges and potential solutions to foster a robust entrepreneurial ecosystem. Dear participants, entrepreneurship development is a key driver of sustainable economic growth, especially in the third world countries, where it can create jobs, stimulate innovation, and contribute to the economic resilience by addressing the most pressing challenges of these countries. Entrepreneurs of these countries can build robust economies that align with global sustainability goals by prioritizing entrepreneurship of these developing countries. You know that the entrepreneurs of a society stimulate economic activity by identifying the opportunities and creating values in the society. They introduce new products and services. They add values in the society, improve productivity, and drive competition in the market. In the third world countries, entrepreneurship development is particularly important for reducing unemployment, decreasing income inequality, and enhancing community development. But the challenges for developing entrepreneurship in the third world countries are primarily concerned with the limited access to finance and capital. Inadequate access to credit and venture capital can significantly hinder the growth of new businesses, particularly for small-scale entrepreneurs in these countries. Deficiencies in transportation and communication systems and energy infrastructure can also create significant obstacles for the growth of entrepreneurial activities in a country. Limited access to quality business training and entrepreneurial education can hinder development of necessary skills for successful business operations. In addition to that, complex and unpredictable regulatory frameworks also discourage investment and innovation by the entrepreneurs of these developing countries. Dear colleagues, the challenges faced by the entrepreneurs can be overcome by formulating the appropriate strategies at the different levels of the country. These strategies for promoting entrepreneurship in the third world countries may be related to the initiatives of the governments and the other stakeholders that can establish supportive business environments through government policies, developing infrastructure, and creating business incubators. Expanding microfinance initiatives and venture capital availability also ensure entrepreneurs fund their business ideas. Encouraging research and development and the adoption of technology can enhance the competitiveness of the entrepreneurial businesses in the developing countries. Providing training programs to develop entrepreneurial and managerial skills are also important for empowering the individuals and strengthening business practices of a country. Dear scholars, the development of entrepreneurship has impact on sustainable growth of these economies through creating unemployment, as I mentioned, reducing poverty, and improving standards of living of the people. By developing green technologies and sustainable practices, the entrepreneurs can also contribute to the preservation of the environment of the country. Therefore, to drive sustainable economic growth through the entrepreneurial development, third world countries should strengthen institutional supports by simplifying regulatory frameworks and providing incentives to the startups and small and medium enterprises, investing in education and skill development training programs through creating programs that equip the workforce with entrepreneurial and technical skills. Promoting public-private partnerships through collaboration to fund, mentor, and support emerging businesses and leveraging global opportunities by accessing in international markets and networks to scale entrepreneurial ventures are also vital in this regard. Ladies and gentlemen, as we conclude this discussion on the role of entrepreneurial development in driving sustainable economic growth of these third world countries, it is evident that entrepreneurship is more than just business creation. It is a catalyst for economic resilience, innovation, and social transformation. For developing nations, third world countries, economies, fostering entrepreneurship is not merely an option, but it is necessity. It fuels job creation, enhances productivity, and drives inclusive growth of the economy. However, sustainable economic progress through entrepreneurship requires a holistic approach, one that integrates education, infrastructure, access to finance, and supportive policies. Governments, private sectors, and academia must work collaboratively to create positive ecosystems where entrepreneurs can thrive. Moreover, the future of entrepreneurship in third world economies lies in sustainability, leveraging technology, green innovation, and social enterprises to address local measures for remaining globally competitive. When entrepreneurs are empowered with the right resources and environment, they do not just build businesses, they build the nations. Distinguished participants, you are all leaders, mentors, advisors, and experts in the higher educational institutions, and I am fully confident that your knowledge, experience, and expertise will provide important insights on understanding and developing entrepreneurship after this conference. As we leave this forum, let us commit to fostering an entrepreneurial culture that prioritizes long-term impact over short-term gains, ensuring that our efforts today lay the foundation for a prosperous and sustainable tomorrow. I thank the participants representing many universities, business institutes, academia, and corporate houses who will share their knowledge and experience with the participants and ensure an outcome that is grounded in the concrete realities of developing entrepreneurship through teaching learning process at the tertiary level of education. by addressing the role of entrepreneurship in economic growth in classroom teaching. I would like to conclude by again thanking the conference authority and the organizers who has honored me by inviting as a keynote speaker at this August gathering of intellectuals. Thank you all.
Thank you, Professor Islam,
Thank
for
you.
a very
Thank you, sir.
enlightening. Thank you so much. I now express my hearty welcome to our honorable keynote speaker, Dr. Baby Sam Samuel. Dr. Samuel is a social entrepreneur, business and organization mentor, and life coach from New York with more than 2 decades of international experience in the US, India, and the Middle East. His experience cuts across for-profits and non-profits. It includes domains such as engineering, education, ICT, advertising, digital media and design, youth development, and community welfare. He is passionate about making an impact through social change and is a member of the boards for several non-profit social enterprises such as Nikon and Abbott House in the US. Dr. Samuel is also the founding president of Anjapam Charitable Trust, a social enterprise in India that is serving the hungry through a chain of economic restaurants that provide free access to good food to all, regardless of financial limitations. Dr. Samuel has led K-12 education system as chairman of the board of directors, Indian schools in Oman, has also led the non-profit collective Knowledge Oman, the largest voluntary organization in Oman, and as its vice chairman. He is also involved with higher education as well as advisory roles for institutes such as Muscat College, Arab Open University in Muscat, Center for Special Education, and is a member of the Standing Committee under the National Council of Teacher Education, a Government of India enterprise. In the corporate sector, Dr. Samuel serves as a business consultant specializing in turnarounds, strategic thinking, and crisis management, and has led several businesses. He is also a certified career services provider accredited by the National Career Development Association USA, and he has delivered over 200 international keynote addresses and has facilitated more than 50 training for K-12 and higher education faculty, students, corporates, and youth. At present, Dr. Samuel is the director of New York Council of Nonprofits, Nikon, USA. I now invite our honorable speaker, Dr. Baby Sam Samuel, to deliver the keynote address.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the warm welcome. Hope I'm audible.
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Let me do a share of my screen, please. Is it visible?
Yes, sir, it is visible.
Okay. Thank you, respected chair, distinguished guests. I'm very happy and honored to be here this morning there, and it's evening here. It's late night. Thank you for the opportunity to be part of the International Conference on Research, Innovation, and Challenges. As I said, without further ado, I think I will deep dive into the subject. Uncertain, exciting world of artificial intelligence. Once again, thank you so much for this opportunity. Get into the topic. The world has been talking of late about DeepSeek with ChatGPT. Artificial intelligence has been a trendsetter word in the last year, and it's going to be a trendsetter in the days to come. It is so ubiquitous yet so new, vast, and dynamic. Now, what exactly is artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence has multiple definitions, as we rightly know. Some refer it to as the developed technology that makes computers and other machinery capable of intelligent operations. Now, some regard it as a machine that works faster and more effectively than humans, possibly taking the place of human labor. And some refer it as a system that can accurately understand outside data, learn from it, apply that learning to accomplish particular activities and goals through adaptable modification. In other words, artificial intelligence is a simulation of human intelligence in robots that are built to function and think like humans. It is, in a sense, an intelligence designed by humans and demonstrated by machines. Now, we have been fascinated by the possibility of artificial intelligence since centuries. Like, if you look at it, go back in the 17th century, Mary Shelley's novel, Frankenstein, established the stereotype of a mad scientist to caution us against the possibility that in our arrogance, humanity could create same creatures that bring us to ruin. Likewise, in his novel Brave New World, published in the early 20th century, Aldous Huxley forewarned the world that as genetic science advances, humans may find themselves in a situation where they are breeding monsters or superhumans. Now, whether it is HAL from the famous movie 2001, A Space Odyssey released in 1968, or the neural network Skynet from the Terminator series, and most recently, TARS from the movie Interstellar, the exploration of the possibilities of artificial intelligence in the movies continues. So if we go a bit deeper into this subject, we can consider artificial intelligence across three categories. One is artificial narrow intelligence, another one is artificial general intelligence, and artificial super intelligence. What are they? Artificial narrow intelligence, otherwise known as weak AI, they're very good at some specific task. For example, most of the artificial intelligence that we commonly use belong to the class of artificial narrow intelligence, like Siri, your Google Assist, Face ID. And as I said, it's called the weak AI. So artificial narrow intelligence are good at specific tasks, like, for example, analyzing data, generating text, recognizing images, facial recognition, internet search, translating languages, and the likes. Then comes artificial general intelligence, which is otherwise called as a strong AI. Strong AI is the speculative intelligence of a computer that can comprehend or learn any intelligent work that a human can, helping the human solve the challenges in hand. So it do better than humans in almost every cognitive task. Now comes the next one. The super intelligence refers to artificial intelligence that is infinitely more intelligent than humans. And this is even more conceptual and hypothetical. So while artificial general intelligence aims to operate in a way, or rather the same way that the human might, but artificial superintelligence would exceed the human possibilities. I won't spend a lot of time into this particular slide. We all know about it, the kind of applications of artificial intelligence, which includes machine learning, for example, for fraud detection, recommendation system, predictive analytics. We have NLP, natural language processing for content creation, sentiment analysis, chatbots that is being widely used these days. Then we have robotics for industrial use, and particularly in the healthcare sector, it is gaining a lot of traction. Artificial intelligence-driven innovation, computer vision, which is for object detection, face recognition, and the likes. It's been widely used for supply chain optimization, and as I said, there's a large usage in the field of healthcare. What are the effects of artificial intelligence, basically? Like, some applications of artificial intelligence may no longer be even considered as artificial intelligence due to the widespread use in the day-to-day life. For example, optical character recognition, OCR, or Siri, the speech interpretation and recognition interface, information searching equipment on the computers, and stuff such as, this is known as the AI effect. So many widely used technologies such as OCR, speech recognition, machine learning translation, and many that were developed through AI research are no longer regarded as AI as a result. That's very interesting. Now, impact of artificial intelligence for the future. Again, these are things that we read on a regular basis, not touch basing on that because of the time constraints. But these are some of the areas that is going to, have a wide impact, or rather the impact of artificial intelligence in our day-to-day life, including improved business automation, which helps in the speed up of decision making by analyzing vast volume of data, accelerated life, and increase in the frequency of interaction with major institution is the most noticeable shift that many individuals we see in the society. So businesses, governmental agencies, organizations that frequently interact with large number of people will be forced to include artificial intelligence in their initiatives. Academia is going to be widely using this. Healthcare sector, banking and finance, largely. Our agricultural sector, for example, crops to produce healthier crops. We talk about more autonomous cars these days. Another very interesting area is the socially therapeutic robots, like, cyborgs that visit elderly people, which is not a very rare scene these days. Insurance sector based on data, decision making is becoming more easier. Now, as I said, just because it's time, time constrained, just moving to the next slide. Likewise, as the government is, artificial intelligence will be a crucial part of the government's effort to identify crime, enhance public safety, and other citizen services. Some of the challenges, some of the threats that is identified when it comes to artificial intelligence is, of course, job displacement, issues of ethics and privacy, increased regulation, societal biases, deep fakes and misinformation heavily, automated weapons, climate change concerns, and superior intelligence. So these are some of the threats and challenges. These are topics that needs to be discussed in detail, every single one of them. But then moving further, the question is artificial intelligence necessary? Now, my simple answer to this is like, from the discovery of fire to the invention of wheels to antibiotics to computers, the human advancement lies in its ability to invent new things. So the thing is, from the time humanity existed, we have always sought for faster, easier, more convenient, and more efficient ways to do tasks. The question is, how can we safeguard it? Only way is government regulation. This is a simple way of how we can basically safeguard the utilization of artificial intelligence. Like examples of regulation can be, an artificial intelligence system's judgment should be comprehended and traceable by human beings. At another one is like the human autonomy should not be infringed upon by artificial intelligence. AI needs to be more precise, accurate, and secure. AI systems ought to enhance positive social change. The personal information that AI systems gather need to be more private and safe. So likewise, AI system ought to be more auditable, protected by the current corporate whistleblower laws and stuff such. So regulations is the only way that we can safeguard this. Artificial intelligence, it's a human AI teaming. So in contrast of utilizing AI to replace a human labor, it would be considerably more advantageous to society if government and corporates use artificial intelligence as a partner, as an addition to human knowledge and expertise. Coming to the last two slides of it, artificial intelligence has historically been the subject of two opposing school of thoughts. Like one is the creation of machine intelligence for its own sake, then it's the use of artificial intelligence to augment the human intelligence. So I would say that artificial intelligence should be used to create more machine intelligence, and the objective should be to automate cognitive processes that usually demand human intervention. For example, understanding speech and languages, interpreting images, and stuff such. The alternative school of thought is humanistic artificial intelligence. The AI should either directly increase human intelligence or work in tandem with humans to complete a task. So, question is, do humans need AI? Human race as a whole has always been inquisitive. They persisted in the endeavor despite the difficulties, danger, and unpredictable evil that comes with inventions. In the case of AI anxiety, the more likely long-term risk in the present is its missed opportunities. So if organizations today take these doubts seriously and choose not to invest as a result, human societies may lose out on important, efficient gains, possibly innovations resulting from collaborating with the artificial intelligence, the creation of new scientific knowledge, and other forms of societal innovations that strong artificial intelligence can indirectly spur. So, particularly when you consider the fact that artificial intelligence is not intelligence at all, traits and behaviors like empathy, regret, joy, hope, optimism, pride, creativity, intuitions, and even humor are qualities of human life, and in the end, more inspiring than technical prowess. So it should be basically to complement, not to replace. That's my take on this. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Baby-san, for a very informative and enlightening session. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Sam. Thank you.
I extend my hearty welcome and introduce our honorable keynote speaker, Dr. Preeti Srinivas Sajja. Dr. Preeti received her MSc and PhD in computer science from the Sardar Patel University. She possesses nearly 3 decades of academic experience. She specializes in artificial intelligence, machine learning, and systems analysis and design. She has contributed 232 research publications in books, book chapters, journals, and proceedings of national and international conferences, out of which 11 publications have won Best Research Paper Awards. She served as principal investigator for major research project funded by the University Grants Commission India and as a member of the Indo-Russian Joint Research Project funded by the Department of Science and Technology and the Russian government. Under her guidance, 10 doctoral research scholars have earned PhD, while 3 candidates are pursuing their research. She has authored books published by Springer, including Illustrated Computational Intelligence, Essence of System Analysis and Design, Intelligent Techniques for Data Science, etc. She is functioning as member of the organizing and program committee for numerous conferences, journals, and other programs. She has been serving as member of the board of studies of various national institutes. She has been a recipient of the Sardar Patel Research Award for 4 times. She has been bestowed with the prestigious Lifetime Achievement Award on 5th September 2022 by National Foundation for Entrepreneurship Development in its 13th National Teachers' Day Awards for her indomitable academic services and scholarly activities in the field of artificial intelligence and knowledge-based systems. Currently, she is serving as a professor and director of the postgraduate department of computer science at Sardar Patel University, Gujarat, India. I now invite our distinguished speaker, Dr. Preeti Srinivas Sajja, to deliver the keynote address. And kindly unmute yourself, ma'am. For just a moment. Post. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
Thank you very much. I am sharing my screen. Thank you very much for the kind introduction. A big thanks to National Foundation of Entrepreneurship Development, NEFD, and particularly Ganeshan sir. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity. Respected dignitaries, conference committees, all the invited guests, speakers, participants. Thank you very much. Only 10-15 minutes I will take, and My discussion is on, or introduction is on the role of artificial intelligence in shaping future. Sam sir has already given the idea about the AI and where in future we can contribute towards research, considering research and innovation, that is the definition itself. Since AI is artificial intelligence is poorly defined or loosely defined, we can have first contribution towards research and innovation. That is how we can give new definitions of AI. So we need to think on a novel definition. Variety of buzzwords are there in a market, starting with the symbolic artificial or a traditional artificial intelligence, such as expert system. And then we are having machine learning, deep learning, and other type of models, transformative models and other things. Now we are having super AI or generic AI and etc. So one thing is that, or one possibility is that considering these keywords, phrases, which are available on the screen, like the system which resembles human thought process, or the way how we can, you can say, implement non-algorithmic way of problem solving. So this is one aspect where we need to consider in the future, how we can shape, how we can say definition first itself for the AI, and later we can take different type of work. Another thing that we can consider in future towards research and innovation is the nature of AI. So far, the artificial intelligence is giving solutions which are acceptable and good. They are not going for the best solution because of the impractical time requirement or a processing requirement. For example, I'm always giving this example. Say you need to purchase 2 kg of potato, that is 10 rupees 2 minutes or 20 rupees 2 minutes job. Some dollars, some you can say pennies you need to give, and only 5 minutes maximum you can spend. You have to find out, say you have 2-3 hours and you have to find out which movie, which content you would like to go through on a Sunday afternoon. Then you cannot spend unlimited time. You have to stop your search somewhere and you have to be practical. This is the current nature of AI. Later on, we can introduce some, you can say, precision, some, you can say, better, you can say, provision in this artificial intelligence solutions. We can improve the solution. So far, we are compromising with the acceptable solution with a reasonable or a good time. People are laughing that to change the bulb, you don't have to be Einstein. But now we require better solutions because computers are all the machines rather, where we are considering automation. These machines are really very good in efficiency oriented parameters. For example, speed if we consider, accuracy we consider, precision we consider, long-term storage we consider. So there we are having, say, computer is far better, automation when we consider, machines are far better than human being. But when we consider arts, when we consider innovation, when we consider research and etc., human beings are more effective on their target audience, on their problem domain. So now we are imparting intelligence into the machine, then we certainly should think on improving the solution. We should not be happy with the acceptable and good solutions in an acceptable time. Time acceptability is okay. Within a given time, you need to solve problem, that is okay. But now we can think for improving the solution, nature of the solution in AI, quality of the solution in AI. Where AI can be applicable, as Sir has also suggested, and Sam Sir has also suggested, and other keynote speaker, Madam, has also suggested that AI has got a ubiquitous applicability. If we categorize, there are expert tasks, there are formal tasks, there are mundane tasks, and for expert tasks and formal tasks, somehow things are structured to semi-structured, and we can easily implement artificial intelligence with the traditional as well as machine learning models or super intelligence if little bit we have. But the mundane tasks like perception, translation, and etc., there also we need to contribute something. So we need to focus, third thing, that we need to focus on this type of tasks which are elementary, which are very trivial, which are mundane to human being. Like children specialists, pediatricians, they used to say that a baby takes birth. After 6 months, the baby starts learns sitting. So they have a proverb, they have a heuristic that a 6 months sitting, 1 year walking, 2 year talking for a small human, for a young human baby, young infant. So these type of tasks are very easy for human being at the very early age, but for computer, because of their heuristics, you can say dependency and their non-algorithmic nature, it is really very difficult to implement it into computer. So far, we are considering only digital computers. And in this digital computers, we ultimately have to dilute everything into zeros and ones. So that is also another thing that we need to consider for shaping the future. Okay. Very crisply, I am going because of the time limit, where AI can be useful in a research and innovation. So I have observed that, like in a mathematics, we are having a pure and we are having an applied research one. For example, in artificial intelligence or in you can say machine learning, both are actually used as a synonym nowadays, and machine learning is a part of AI that we understand. So in artificial intelligence, our ultimate objective is to make machine intelligence, and to do so, we are having so many knowledge acquisition methods. Little bit, we can introduce more also. Then we are having knowledge representation structures. We are having inference mechanism. We are having various learning paradigms. We are having even hybrid technologies available in soft computing and AI combination, machine learning and evolutionary algorithm. That also we can mix and match. So if technique we are contributing, then it is a pure research. But for example, if we are developing a special ontology for a chemical analysis or a drug designing or of any biochemistry type of problem, then it is an applied research. For that particular type of domain, say blockchain for a banking and etc. application. And now we are developing a new knowledge representation ontology for blockchain to accommodate the advantage of blockchain and etc. So this is applied research for banking people. So pure research and applied research both can be considered. And obviously artificial intelligence applicability is everywhere. So in a research phase also, normally when we are doing research, we are starting with the survey. Some idea might click in our mind, and then we are having literature survey to justify whether we should work on this idea or not. You may be thinking your idea is really very good, but your idea, this similar type of idea people are working on, and some people might have already worked on that idea. So first of all, literature review is a continuous process, but you need to do topic search. Google Trends, topic search, Shodh Ganga. Besides that also, beyond that also, we can think on developing different type of AI solutions, machine learning based solutions that help us in searching appropriate topic, giving us idea, making repository of ideas and etc. Then literature review. Beyond the search engines such as Google, then Google Scholar, then Meta Search Engine, Semantic Scholar, not only finding out the proper content, but highlighting the portion of the content also, that is the Semantic Scholar that does. So beyond these also we need to take help of artificial intelligence. Other tools available for research, they are hypothesis maker, then reference manager, synthetic data provider and etc. Illustration generator, reference manager, different type of content generator such as ChatGPT, and nowadays DeepSeek has come from China, and different type of paraphrasing tool, plagiarism checker tools and etc. So in different type of a variety of research phases also, we can have help of artificial intelligence. What have benefit or what is the role of artificial intelligence in research? So first of all, whatever routine tasks are there, that will be easily automated because computerization, efficiency-oriented advantages are also there. And because of the artificial intelligence, we are having effectiveness-oriented parameter also. We can have a knowledge discovery and we can accelerate the knowledge discovery process. So drug discovery, domain knowledge discovery and etc. Different type of acquisition methods and etc. that we can consider here. Not only the knowledge discovery, but something else beyond that also we can contribute. And analysis can be enhanced. The tools can be developed for a large scale data mining, visualization. Beyond the data science and data analytics, data engineering type of application can also be benefited with the help of AI. So that is the role of AI in a research and innovation. It is actually working as a catalyst for innovation. Creativity it can enable. Then industry transformation may be possible. Fine applications in fine tech, healthcare, agriculture, etc. can be developed. And we can have these things in a very democratic way. Okay, where AI can be useful, as I said, that it is a ubiquitous and in a formal way, in an expert way, or in a mundane task also we can use AI. But COVID has taught us many things. So we can say that AI implementation is becoming very, very popular in a healthcare, climate science, education, finding slow learner, fast learner, and not giving lectures to only one way or a similar type of content delivery to everybody. We can have using genetic sequencing, for example, genetic algorithm, customized sequencing of the material can also be done. So these are some areas. What are the challenges? Since only 2-3 minutes are left, I am going to challenges. What are the challenges in AI adoption? So first of all, ethical concern. Addressing AI biases and ensuring fairness and etc. People are writing content, taking content from GPT and writing research paper. They are not mentioning that we have used this type of thing. Privacy and etc. Consent, we have to take on a data use. So these are some ethical concerns, security-based concern, data privacy and etc. Some technical barriers are also there in a third world countries or developing countries, because it depends on the two pillars are there, internet and World Wide Web. So high quality data availability should be there and high quality of infrastructure should be there. Computing resources should be there. So in some situation, we are facing this type of technical barriers also. So this is a challenge. Ethical things are also a challenge. Technical barriers are also there. Collaborative gaps, cross-disciplinary things, partnership, that also we need to consider. These are some challenges. Okay? So what can be done? Or what are the future directions? So integrating emerging technologies. There will not be any single technology-based systems in future. Obviously, there is a hybrid evolutionary systems. With only one technology, there are limitations of that technology also. So why shouldn't we combine 2 or more technologies to find out best of the both the worlds and delimit the limitations of the technologies. So AI with blockchain, AI with you can say genetic algorithm, rather machine learning models, they do not explain the things because they are not storing the knowledge into the knowledge base. They do not have knowledge base. Implicitly, they are learning. All neural network based applications and machine learning based application learns from data. So there is no knowledge stored. So explanation, reasoning, etc. is not possible. So responsive AI, explainable AI, and those type of AI we need to work on. AI for global challenges also like food security, clean water access, poverty, and etc. Cleaning the political things and etc. So these things are really needed. When this AI will come along with the automation, automation is always there. So when computers are being intelligent, then most of the practice may be fair also and quick also and having little wisdom also. So human and AI synergy also we need to work on. Augmenting human creativity in a machine, how to solve problem and etc. And ultimately, okay, we are going towards what we have to do. We should go towards the smarter, more sustainable and inclusive future. Again, I am really thankful to the NFED, Ganeshan sir, all the dignitaries, invited guests, conference participants, and all the committees. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Professor Preeti, for this wonderful keynote. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thanks. I now express my warm welcome to our honorable keynote speaker, Dr. G.B. Kavana. Dr. Kavana has 16 years of experience and holds MBBS from RGUHS, Bangalore, and MD in Physiology with gold medal from SDU, Kolar, Karnataka. She also has PG Diploma in Bioethics and Medical Ethics, Advanced PG Diploma in Clinical Research and Medical Writing, MBA in Hospital Management, and was awarded with Feimer Fellowship in 2023 from Mahe, Manipal. She is trained in medical education technologies and research and is a primary investigator for ongoing research projects and has completed about 5 ICMR projects. She has acted as resource faculty for workshops, delivered guest lectures, has numerous paper presentations at national and international conferences and research publications to her credit. During the COVID pandemic, she has made significant contributions as a team member of the COVID research wing at GMC Kannur, Kerala. She has also organized various NSS programs at GMC Kannur, including basic life support training sessions, awareness sessions on public and community health, rallies, and anti-drug abuse campaigns. She was honored with Senior Educator and Practitioner Award by NFED in its 15th National Teachers' Day Awards in 2024. At present, she serves as professor and head of the Department of Physiology at Haveri Institute of Medical Sciences, Government of Karnataka. I now invite our distinguished speaker, Dr. Kauna, to deliver the keynote address.
Very good morning and thank you for that warm introduction, ma'am. Can I share my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Is the screen visible?
Yes, ma'am, it is visible.
Once again, very good morning and respected conference chair and chief patron, Professor Dr. K. Ganeshan, conference director and patron, Mrs. Ramya, conference convener, Dr. Farida Virani. Thank you for the opportunity given. And for the next 10 minutes, I shall be addressing on the topic, Emancipating Minds, the Transformative Power of Integrated Knowledge and Collaborative Research. Today, we are living in an era of unprecedented complexity. That is, we are living in the era of AI, where global challenges require innovative solutions. The traditional siloed approach in most of the developing countries is no longer sufficient. We need to break down those disciplinary boundaries and foster collaboration among diverse stakeholders. When I called it as emancipating minds, it's nothing but the liberation of our human potential from constraints of what we think as the traditional thinking and the boundaries what we have within our disciplines and the limited perspectives. For this, definitely an integrated knowledge and collaborative research are the keys to unlock such potential to come outside. That's why the topic of this hour, which is a need of the hour, is being chosen as Emancipating Minds, Transformative Power of Integrated Knowledge and Collaborative Research. So first, let's work on with what is the problem with this siloed thinking and what we call as limited perspectives. In most of the developing countries, as I said, I'm not generalizing the statement because in most of the geographical locations, they are far behind thinking of the interprofessional approach. I'm like just highlighting on few of the areas, especially in the developing countries, wherein the academic and professional disciplines often they operate in isolation, which definitely leads to narrow focus and limited understanding of the complex issues. And also the individuals and the organizations, they often rely on the familiar approaches and the mindsets. They try to neglect the value of the whatever the diverse perspectives are there and the expertise they can work on. And this disciplinary silos or the limited perspectives definitely is going to lead to inadequate solutions, failing to which we need to address for the complexity and the connectedness of these real world situation problems. So is there a solution for this, for whatever I briefed on? Yes, definitely. It's the integrated knowledge and the collaborative research which works on. Combining the insights and the methods from multiple disciplines we work on together can foster more comprehensive understanding of the complex issues and bringing together the diverse stakeholders, experts from various fields, researchers who are working on in diverse fields can co-create the solutions and drive innovation, which definitely enhances the quality in our research, whichever we are working on. And synthesizing the knowledge from various fields in order to develop the new theories, we can call it as even the frame cases which we are working on can address these complex issues. So interdisciplinary approaches collaborative research and integrated knowledge is the solution to think on in order to progress in the research field. I would like to discuss on few of the successful case studies where multiple disciplines, for example, if we consider the engineering, medicine, and the translational research which works on towards this integrated knowledge and the collaborative research, some of the engineering principles which have advanced the development of biocompatible materials which are used for the implants and prosthetic development. And if we consider our own field, like healthcare field, the drug delivery systems, which is being developed so precisely in order to improve the treatment efficacy and minimize the side effects. I'll move on with a few more examples considering the engineering principles in our medical education, where in the problem-based scenarios, integrating the engineering principles into the medical education, what we are seeing now in most of our medical colleges and in the medical institutions, what is going on is everywhere there is a development of the skill lab and the simulation lab, because it is with the integrated knowledge and the collaborative approach and the research work which is being done by the various fields. This is going on in our medical education, where the training in the medical device and fosters a deep understanding of a medical technologies as well as the applications. Moving on with a few more examples, like telehealth solutions, where remote patient monitoring system is possible with the support which we are getting from the diverse fields, wearable sensors which are providing the real-time health data, which enables not only the nurse, entire healthcare department to provide the proactive personalized care, and robotics which are being used to assist healthcare faculties with tasks which frees them to focus on the patient care. And coming on to the community health and other environmental acts, where the participatory research projects are being going on the indigenous plant medicine, which helps to treat the chronic diseases, and the community-led projects, which has a very good impact on the climate change, the local ecosystems. And again, along with the community health and environmental justice, we are also seeing multiple various education reforms where the collaborative research and the integrated knowledge has developed, providing equitable and quality educational programs. So, what are the key principles for emancipating the mind? That is the liberation of the human potentials from what we think of the traditional settings to coming with the thinking of the integrated knowledge and the collaborative research. We need to embrace the curiosity and willingness to learn from other disciplines and perspectives, which is very important for a collaborative researcher. And we have to develop or foster a mindset that values collaboration, mutual respect, trust, and open communication. We need to recognize and embrace the complexity and the connectivity of what is happening in these real world situations. And finally, we need to be a lifelong learner, encouraging a culture of lifelong learner, continuous professional development, so that which helps us to get adapted to this changing environment. If we have to see the change in this world, first we should be ready to accept those changes. So to foster a culture of cross-disciplinary or interdisciplinary, or what we call as interprofessional innovation, we need to have shared goals where we define the common goals and align the objectives so that it fosters to have a shared purpose for what we are thinking on, and encourage the open communication. And active listening is very important for welcoming an environment of collaboration. And incentives, sometimes this also works on where rewards and incentives are being given for this interprofessional crosswork, which encourages collaboration and thereby promotes the innovation. The embracement of this integrated knowledge and the collaborative research can lead to more effective problem solving, greater social impact, and innovations that directly going to benefit the communities. So working together, sharing knowledge across the boundaries, whether it's disciplinary, geographical, or the social, it can produce the outcome that are not only scientifically advanced, but also socially as well as ethically grounded. So I would like to conclude with this last slide saying, in science and technology, integrated knowledge accelerates innovation. As seen in biotechnology, where biology, chemistry, and engineering converge to develop the life-saving treatments. Coming on to the humanities and social sciences, integrated knowledge enhances the humanities and the social sciences by providing holistic approach. For example, if you can think on combining the history, sociology, and politics, helps to identify and understand the societal issues and what are the root causes for the same. So, integrated knowledge and collaborative research approach by emancipating the minds of every individual empowers not just the individuals but also the societies, which fosters deeper connections between the knowledge and action for a more justifiable and sustainable future. Thank you. And I would like to thank, special thanks to Dr. Ganeshan sir for providing the opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Kavana. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr.
Just to take one more screenshot because now Subrata is available. Just take the screenshot with the people who are available now, along with some participants also.
So, everyone kindly switch on your videos. The participants who are all available, kindly switch on your videos. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. I now express my hearty welcome to our honorable keynote speaker, Dr. Subrata Chattopadhyay. Professor Subrata earned his PhD from IIT ISM Dhanbad. He has contributed in more than 30 international journals and has published more than 23 papers in seminars and conferences. Besides, he has authored 3 books on computations in estate management, transport management and values, and ethics for engineers and managers. He is on editorial board of 5 international journals and NENDST Government of India recognized faculty on entrepreneurship and is also a mentor for startups. He is a mentor of change in the Atal Innovation Mission of Government of India and has been conferred the prestigious Certified Management Teacher by MTC Global for his innovative and dedicated teaching and mentoring in 2015. Also, he has successfully chaired and invited as keynote speaker in several national and international conferences in South Asia. Dr. Subrata has been awarded and recognized as the Outstanding Higher Education Leader of the Year by SOE Global Education Awards in 2014 and recognized by NFED Coimbatore for his significant contribution to mentoring startups, teaching, and research for 2 consecutive years in 2013 and 2014. He was conferred the prestigious MTC Global Top Thinkers Award in 2015 and Mentor of the Year by HRD India in 2019. Currently, he is serving as a professor at Department of MBA, Institute of Engineering and Management under University of Engineering and Management at Kolkata, West Bengal. I now invite our distinguished speaker, Professor Dr. Subrata, to deliver the keynote address.
Namaskar and very good morning. I hope I am audible and visible.
Yes, you please go ahead. Go ahead. Thank you.
Great. At the outset, my sincerest thanks to my dear friend and respected Professor Ganesan, right? So it's a long relationship that we have. And this time, I'm really grateful that he has invited me as a keynote on this very pertinent research area, which is on research, innovation, and challenges. So first of all, let me tell you, I have been part of industry as well as academia. And what I have seen over the last 24 years is that most of the academicians, they have a theoretical background. And since they have academic background with no or very rare industry exposure, so research, academic research is not actually being outcome based, which means that whatever research that we academicians are doing, so we are thinking that this will be of use, maybe for the industry or maybe for the academia. So research just for the sake of doing research does not actually cut any ice. And we have seen this. UGC has now come up with a professor of practice. So in most of the institutions, you will find that industry people are joining in as professor of practice so as to bring in industrial blend and practical learning, outcome-based learning, which is the focus of the new education policy as well. Last week and also this week, the early part of this week, we have seen that how difficult it is for an organization to be complacent and be focused on their own product. So, friends, what I'm trying to say is that the Chinese AI, DeepSeek, has actually shaken the world. Whereas companies like Google, NVIDIA were actually wanting for more funds and to develop the machine learning, this AI development from China has actually used the technology in a sense that less computing power is required for training. So when you talk about machine learning and training, less computing power is required. And at the same time, we also have seen that this DeepSeek had outwitted all the other AI bots and AI tools and was listed top on the Apple, which means that you need to come up with cheaper products and not be complacent with whatever you have. The other thing which I want to mention is that we are talking about innovation, but how much of innovation are we actually doing? If we think in the startup space, how many of the startups who actually start doing their business, actually they survive after 5 years? So the thing is that the data says that around 95% of the startups fail. Are the unicorns sustainable? We are in a dynamic world. We talked about VUCA world for some time. Now we are talking about money times. So the thing is that if you are not changing, if you are actually not innovating, then you cannot sustain. And that applies to both academia as well as industry. So research should be on areas which should actually result in path-breaking solutions, which would be of help for the society. But what we are actually seeing is that we talked about maybe 20 years ago about the academia industry gap, and still we find that what industry thinks and what academia desires is totally different. So this, how to bridge in this gap, how to blend industry and academia is actually, still being explored. Despite several attempts, we still are not in the same line. The most important thing about researchers and academicians, which I have seen, is that we are living in a time when technology is changing very fast. But are we academicians learning and adapting that very fast? Are we being able to keep pace with the changes that are happening? If we are not doing so, if we are not adopting to the latest technologies like artificial intelligence, augmented reality, virtual reality, extended reality, etc. So we are not doing justice, and maybe 5 years from now, we will become redundant, we will become obsolete, because these are the things which will be there to go on at least for the next 5-10 years. Someone was telling me the other day, or I was reading, that AI's final destination will be it's just an app. I don't know. Again, research is required for that. We are talking about interdisciplinary research. My previous speaker, Dr. Kavana, was speaking about engineering applications in medical research. So basically, this is the need of the hour, and there has to be immersive interdisciplinary research, be it technical and management, be it engineering and medicine, as Dr. Kavana was speaking about, be it about law and management, be it about startups and academia, or startups and the mainstream industry. So there are a lot of scope over there in doing research. So we need to find out that from the existing literature, what are the gaps that are there. I only highlighted some of those and tried to actually use this conference as a platform to mention about few of those areas wherein there is a lot of research opportunity, especially these days. Again, if someone is doing research on AI applications for the different streams, there is a lot of scope for those papers to be published, because still we do not know how the artificial intelligence applications and the machine learning applications, which ones would be there, maybe in the long run, maybe in the medium run. So the world is still doing research on those. There are lots of AI tools which are available, but then how many of them are trained properly so that they give accurate results? So say, for example, if you are doing a search on anything, immediately the artificial intelligence picks up that probably you are in need of the product. The reason of your doing research may be different. You are actually searching for certain things, right? Maybe for someone, but you are not the final customer. So, understanding these things and giving perfect results is what AI models need to be trained about. When you are talking about augmented reality and virtual reality applications, also a lot of development is required so as to fine-tune the same. We still have a lot of scope in these areas and these upcoming areas of technology. And another area which is coming up in a big way is quick commerce applications. So these are some of the burning areas wherein I would request the budding researchers and academicians to stress on. But whatever you do, my suggestion would be that please see that it comes to the societal benevolence. That's very important. So with this, I would like to end my short keynote session. Thank you again, Professor Dr. Ganesan, for the opportunity. And thanks to NFED, all at NFED, for inviting me in this great conference. Thanks.
Welcome, Professor Subrata. Thank you so much for the time. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Subrata.
Can I start?
No, you will be introduced, sir.
I now have immense pleasure in welcoming our honorable keynote speaker, Mr. G. Raja, and introduced to this gathering. Mr. Raja embarked on his entrepreneurial journey after a successful career as a third-line manager at a leading multinational pharmaceutical company for more than 15 years. He founded Emotive Pharmaceuticals in 2014, which focuses on enhancing health through development of safe and effective pain management products under the Fasgo brand. He has been a guest speaker at many academic institutions and has delivered numerous sessions on self-discipline, medicine awareness, pharmacy innovations, pharma marketing, FMCG marketing, etc. He has also served as judge for various intercollege competitions. He has delivered career guidance talks at numerous schools for students of 12th grade and has conducted awareness sessions in government schools on girl-child safety, addressing topics like recognizing inappropriate behavior and self-protection. In commemorating his significant achievements, he has been bestowed the Senior Entrepreneur Award by NFED in its 6th National Entrepreneurs Day Awards 2019. Currently, he is the Managing Director of Emotive Pharmaceuticals Private Limited at Chennai, Tamil Nadu. I now invite our distinguished speaker, Mr. Raja, to deliver the keynote address.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you so much for welcoming me, and thank Mr. Ganeshan for giving this opportunity to talk on health awareness about the disease. Hope you are getting my screen, right?
Yes, sir.
See, today even I can call it
full screen. One second. You have to make it full screen, please.
Switch to full screen mode.
Yeah.
One.
It's okay. Then it's not possible. Then go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Healthcare awareness and approach towards disease. Even I can call it after COVID, their awareness is very high. I don't know whether it's right or wrong towards patients. Awareness about the disease is very high because of the revolution happened in India, majorly on internet. People, started taking all the information through internet. This is after COVID has increased like anything, they know about the disease. They feel they know about the disease. They know about the disorders. They get to know what kind of antibiotic should be given to respiratory tract infection, whether they get a chest pain because of gastric pain or heart pain. They don't know. They see all the information through net. I feel this has majorly happened because we had around 8 years back or 10 years back, we have a family doctors culture. Whatever happens, we go to the family doctors. We travel through family doctor. Like family doctor will ask us to go to MD physician, then we'll go to a super specialty, then only we'll go to a hospital. Today, people know about the disease. They feel they know about the disease. If they suppose they get a chest pain, they'll go directly to a super specialty cardiology hospital. Over resilience on Google as well as YouTube on health advice, which is not correct. Even if they get a problem in two-wheeler, they go to a mechanic straight. If they get a disease or disorders, they will not go to a doctor immediately. They'll go to a medical shop, take a painkiller tablet by their own, and then maybe after 2 or 3 visits only, they'll go to a family physician or directly to a super specialty hospital. The impact of the internet, I can see it's a positive impact also. They'll get more information about the patient, get more information about the disease or disorder. easier to assess health tips. Like, if they are staying in one place, they want to know about the big doctor and orthopedician or surgeon or a gynecologist. They'll get information. But negative, if you see, they'll get a misinformation. They go by the Google review, or like, they'll go with the self-diagnosing. Suppose if they get a headache may be a different reason. A doctor only knows about what is the real impact on this headache, but they'll get anxiety because they feel if I get a headache, I may suffering from anxiety or disorder. Depression. They get a lot of information, misinformation through internet. I feel this is the thing which, as a farmer as well as a doctor, we need to rebuild this family physician culture, which is gone in last 8 years, because people go directly to a family, super specialty hospital without taking a family doctor's advice. We used to say the family, the patient to plan. How they'll travel, they'll go to a family physician first, then only they'll go to super specialty. But that trust has gone now. Okay, I don't know whether it's impact on patients, too much of knowledge. Okay, direct approach to a super specialty and corporate hospital. Then only they feel they are lost heavy money on this each disease or disorder. Risk or resilience on online information, self-medication. Again, even data says, when the painkiller tablet was taken, almost 53% of people take self-medication without doctor's prescription, which is very high risk. They're losing the kidney without knowing. So self-medication is a very, very dangerous situation. And they get a lot of confusion information. See, I had a COVID. I got advice from a doctor. I was not hospitalized. But as a relatives, as a friends, I got every friend and relatives gives two advice about medical which they are not aware. And changing patients' behavior, which is very, very important, because now patients feel that they know everything. 20 years back or 15 years back, once doctors give a prescription, they'll just go to a medical shop and buy a tablet and they'll take it. They trust doctors. They will not ask any question. Today, patients feel that they have a lot of information on internet. They feel that I know about azithromycin, I know about triptyline, I know about rosuvastatin. They feel that I know about the drugs. I know about these drugs, how it acts. But doctors, they should know. Their doctors has done 10 to 15 years study and practice about this disease. And they see severe patients, different kind of patients. But they ask, instead of, this thing, they ask the doctors question like, can I take this tablet? There will not have any side effects. I still remember one doctor told me, like, Raja, they are asking me whether the side effects are not in the tablet. But they take, when I give antibiotic, they question me. They take a bacteria in the hotel and road shops. So it's like, it's all patient trust us come down and they feel they know about more knowledge. Increased cross-checking the internet. When doctors give a prescription, they'll check whether doctors given a right prescription. They'll type a disease and they'll ask for medicines or antibiotics. They check about the doctor's prescription. Importance on the trust in doctors. This I told you, because doctors should offer personalized care towards the patient, because now patients are more customized. Like, if the patient comes, the doctor should call by his name and they should know about the full history about the patient, and they should talk very closely to a patient. This is the expectation from the patient from the doctor. That I feel that the gap is there. Okay. Solution, like, communication should be very clear to the patient, like, about the disease, about the food, about how they are supposed to take care of them, what kind of medicine should be taken, how frequently they should be taken. This kind of solution, I think this trust and the solution is gap between patient and doctors nowadays, I feel personally, because that's why patients also, like, one side doctors, patients questioning doctors about antibiotics or drugs prescribed having more trust on Google and YouTube again. People talk about anything about in diabetes or especially neuropsychiatry. They talk so much about this disease and disorders without knowing them. And they are not professional or qualified people who talks about this. And they miscommunicate to the patients. And way forward, I feel patients getting information, I will not say it's wrong. They should get a reliable source and they should trust the doctors. And they should reconnect the family doctors culture, because I strongly believe this has gone last 8 years, family doctors culture. Whatever it comes, we need to go to the first qualified doctor, whether it's MBBS or MD doctor, we need to go them first. Get diagnosed from there, and then we need to travel to a super specialty or hospital. That is missing. As I said, doctors also should give a clear advice or a clear idea or clear about the disease or disorder to the patient, what they're supposed to do the next. Patients have more doubts, but doctors should clarify the doubts also. That is very, very important in a patient way. Conclusion, awareness is good, but miscommunication, misinformation is highly risky, because I've seen a lot of patients they feel it's a chest pain, it's only gastric pain. Once they go to a hospital or a physician, once they do a ECG, they know they have 3 to 4 blocks. Then they rush to a hospital. Okay, and getting an opinion, second opinion, I don't know, this has gone now, not second opinion, it's gone up to a 10th opinion. They will keep all this ECG and scan reports, and they travel to a lot of doctors. They'll get a different opinion from different doctors. Okay, and ultimately coming to the end of their issues, coming back with a big thing. So that should be arrested immediately, the family culture, family physician culture, and doctor should give a full information towards a patient. Building a trust and responsible healthcare practice are the key. These two things: one, doctors to change, give full information towards disease to the patient, and the patient should trust and believe the doctors. Mainly on family physician culture should come back. With this, I thank you. Thank you very much once again, Mr. Ganeshan and key speakers. Thank you.
Welcome. Thank you so much for the time.
Thank you, sir, for a very delightful address. I heartily thank all the national and international keynote speakers for their venerated presence in this second day of our international conference. The paper presentations for Track 1, SET Science, Engineering and Technology will be commencing by 11:15 a.m. So we can take a short break now, everyone, and let's meet at 11:15. Thank you, everyone.